a little top tip now. Hopefully I can share this knowledge with you and you might be able to save yourself a few quid. Now it involves cordless drills. How many of us, right, have cordless drills? Right, it's 24 volt one, this one. Probably had this one, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, right? And the battery is packed up on it. Now these batteries, right, I've been quoted 168 quid each. Right, and I need 2, because both these batteries have finally died. And that's an awful lot of dough. I weren't too happy about that. I did a bit of research online and I found these at the cheapest, 99 quid. And obviously still need 2, so 200 quid for new batteries. That is crazy. And all it is, when you open one up, right, 24 volt, there's a bank of 20 1.2 volt cells. And I've identified 2 there what have had it. And there's so much of a waste to throw that away just because 2 have failed. And the reason I know they failed, when I charged it up, the 2 remain hot for quite some time, so they've obviously got some internal discharge problem there, and the voltage after half an hour on them 2 drops out to nothing, which makes the whole bank unusable, obviously because they're in series. But this is the important bit, right? Little top tip, if it's any use. I bought this cheapie from eBay, right? That cost me 24 quid. And it's a 12 volt battery. It's the same current capacity, 3 amp hour. Right, it's the same batteries. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this up carefully. And there should be 10 cells in there. Alright, see if I can get on that. Such a pain in the arse trying to focus that. Anyway, 12 volt, 3 amp hour. And this one, 3 amp hour. And it's got 20 cells. So you probably get the gist. Bust this open, get the cells out of here, and I can repair this one and that one for the price of £25. Can't be better than that, can it? So we're going to do a couple of shortcuts so you can see how we do it. Quite straightforward. Okay, so now we can see this is the battery, what they want 168 quid for. Alright, and that's the battery over there, which I paid £25 for. And I've got all those spare cells, and I can use these, as I say, to replace the dud ones on here, and I can save myself hundreds of pounds. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 2 of these out, and I'm going to replace these. Same on the other battery, charge it up, and we'll test it. Now, providing these are still the same current capacity, which is 3 amp hour, and they're NIMH, they're not NICADs, you can do it, and anybody can do it. And obviously this battery here, you need a bit of brute force to get into it, because they're not meant to be opened, especially if it comes from China. Alright, let's crack on with it. Right, I don't know how good you're going to see this. So here's our 2 dud batteries. Now I've cut each end, observed the polarity, yeah, and remove them and just put them down there. Now I've selected 2 new batteries out of this new battery pile. Alright, and I've left loads of end on it, so I can solder those in to them. And I'm going to put these 2 batteries in there. I'm going to solder them on. And then we're going to put it all back together. So there's one tag there, and the other one's there. So I need to arrange those so I can then solder that and solder that. Same the other side. Then I shall get my hot glue gun out bond it all together and we'll check it. Right, so we've got our 2 new cells in there. Yeah, I caught it there with a soldering iron a little bit with that plastic, but that doesn't matter, does it? So these 2 are soldered, and that end is soldered there. So simply needs a tiny little bit of glue there, doesn't it? Bit of the old hot melt. Cover that up like that. There, you'd never know. And this one, obviously, same thing, just got to solder that. It's not the right angle to solder it, but you might be able to see it. Very easy to solder these. Just want that to run in there. Don't want too much of a blob. That will probably do it. It's not perfect, is it? But it will do. Maybe a bit more on it. Right, well I've tidied that solder joint up a bit, because it's better to do it horizontal. And then get one of these off the battery, what I've just purchased, stick it on the end there. That is a very reasonable repair. And put it all back together. See if it works. There's the battery going back into its case. The battery now is just charging. All looks good. We've still got a few spares from this cheap £25 battery. There's our ducts. Both batteries done. I think we ought to test it and blow them old ones up. Well, battery's still charging, isn't it? Don't do it, bad for you. Good news is though, one battery's alright. That's to save me 200 quid minimum, possibly nearly 300 quid. All by buying the cheapy battery and getting the goodies out of it. And I've still got some spares. Unbelievable. That's what this channel's going to be about. It's going to give you guys and girls top tips. Might save you some money, but the manufacturers don't want you to get in there. They want you to buy a new battery or 2. But I weren't having it. I think we can call that a success. Lost my remote. Oh well.